The name of this story is $20. One day, Ali showed up unexpectedly at my house, which was the way he normally would. That was fine. I was always glad to see him. For me, anyway. My dog Lily always seemed to want to bite him. "Damn, Lily," he'd say with feigned complaint. "Why don't you ever remember me?" After that, we went into the kitchen for some coffee. And just like usual, Ali said, "Bill, I've got a story for you this time. It just happened, too." "Hit me, Ali." Well, I was coming over here on the bus. Shortly after I got on, this beautiful young black woman got on. Man, Chicago, she was stunning. She sat a little up from me by herself. We were both sitting sideways so I could look at her. I was thinking to myself, now how can I start up a conversation? After a while, she pulled out her phone and made a call. After she hung up, I said to her, "That's the same kind of phone I have. Do you like it?" Well, that got us talking, and I told her I'd never seen her on the bus before. You know, I ride the bus a lot. She said, "No, I'm not from here. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm only here because my brother was in a terrible auto accident near here, and he's in the hospital. I came down with my mother. We don't know anyone here." "Oh, that's terrible," I said. I could tell she was near tears just talking about it. She told me that her brother had near died twice while in the hospital, and they had no idea whether he was going to make it. I moved over to sit beside her. I told her that her brother was in Allah's hands now, and that we can only pray for him to make it through. My stop was coming up, and I got up to get off. I said goodbye and gave her my blessing. But just before I got off, I dug in my pocket, pulled out a 20, and walked back and gave it to her. She thanked me. It was just down the street, just moments ago. "Man, Ali, that was nice of you." "Thanks, Bill. I felt so bad for her." After a while, I told Ali that I had an errand to run for an hour or two. I asked if he wanted to stay and wait for me at the house. He said, "Take me down to Barley's Tap on your way out, and then I'll make my way back to your house later." I dropped him off there. About 3 hours later, he showed up back at my house. "You're not going to believe what happened to me now. Right after you dropped me off, I walked into Barley's, sat at the bar, and ordered a Guinness. Just as the bartender was delivering the pint, I heard a guy walk in and say, 'I know you.' I looked at him. I'd never seen him before. He was a white. And I thought, here we go. What's going to happen to me now? Ali was always on his guard to what next challenge or complaint was going to end him up in jail. Chicago, man, he walked right up to me and said, "I saw what you did on the bus." Uh-oh, here it comes, I thought. But before I could respond, he pulled out a $20 bill and handed it to the bartender. "That will pay for his drinks today," he said. Then he walked out. Ali stood up excitedly for emphasis and said, "See, Bill, it only took an hour for that $20 to come back to me."